Hello, my name is Obinabo, and Coach Deidre coached me from 2015 to 2018. So I was a sophomore, so from sophomore to senior year at Arkansas State University, and I was a post player, so position 5. What makes Coach D a really good coach is that first and foremost, you could tell right off the bat that she really cares for her players. And it's very hard to play or want to do well or dive on the floor, just risk your body for a coach that you don't think, really cares too much about you apart from being a basketball player. Not only did she care for me as a basketball player, she cared for me just as a human being. Always wanted to know how I was doing, how my family was doing, especially I was a kid from Texas, so going to Arkansas State, I was definitely at home. I was homesick a lot. She'd always check in on not just me, but all of my teammates. She still is checking in on me. And the thing that I liked about Coach Deidre is that she didn't always have to yell to get her point across. The way that she would talk, she would explain things in a way to where it made sense. So you'd almost know, like, okay, why am I not doing it this way? So it always kind of clicked the way that Coach D would coach me, and just the way that she would explain things to me. And again, it would just make sense in such a way that I knew right off the bat, like, okay, I'm going to change my mindset. This is how I'm going to do it from now on. So to answer the question, would Coach D make a good head coach? To be honest, that question is very easy for me to answer. She would make a very good head coach, just because the way that she leads, not only is she able to lead a team of players, she is also able to lead a team of coaches to, see what the other assistant coaches were doing at the time. And even just like the way that she would handle like the traveling responsibilities. It wasn't her responsibility, but I always saw that, she would help out in like the travel and coordinating and just like directing and delegating tasks. So I do feel like for a head coach, it is very important to be able to coach a team, but also to be able to coach the bigger team, which is the staff as well. She would always, be able to go into the strength and conditioning room, know what we're supposed to do strength and conditioning wise, go into the training room, know what we're supposed to be doing in regards to recovery. So again, she definitely has, the basketball mindset and just how to win and how to encourage other people to win right off the bat. That is super easy, but she also has, kind of the inverse of that, which is being able to lead and delegate and things like that. So I do think that she would make a very great head coach. She also did play a very big role in my development. Before Coach D, I wouldn't say I wasn't confident in myself, but I would definitely second guess myself and second guess what I'm doing. With Coach D, if I did something good, the way that she would help me is by letting me know, hey, like what you're doing, this is good, keep doing it. So oftentimes I would be the kind of player where I do something good and I didn't really know it was good. So maybe I wouldn't do it again, right? So if I did something good, she'd be like, yeah, this is good, keep doing that. She'd always, tell players what their strong suits are. So, you can emphasize your strong suits. And for the weak points, she would always, show me how I'm able to improve my weak points. It is one thing to say like, hey, this is something that you're doing that's not good. You need to work on it, but she'd always let me know like how to work on it. So definitely under Coach D, I was able to improve as a basketball player, and just like my confidence, my ability to do things. And I knew like as soon as I got on the court what my role was, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. Again, definitely did help me with my development. Additionally to the development, Coach D's workouts were always very, very hard. And at the time, I hated her workouts. Every time Coach D would lead a workout, I'm like, oh, dang, this workout's gonna suck. But I do think that those workouts are very effective, because when it comes to the games, even playing 40 minutes straight is nothing compared to the workouts that we did for the 20 minutes. So I knew that I was definitely going to be, better off game-wise, especially conditioning-wise. And the way that she'd hit us harder than, the fouls in basketball. So I was definitely able to take a hit, definitely able to endure games. So for the scouting reports, I always like when Coach D did the scouting reports, because not to knock the other coaches, but scouting reports, especially Arkansas State, it was a long process, right? It was very long. Most times it was at night. We were traveling all day. We were tired. And a lot of people really weren't paying attention, but when Coach D did the scouting report, she was very animated, very making sure that everyone is engaged. And the scouting reports are just direct, straight to the point. Hey, this is what this girl does. Here's a video of her doing it 10 times. And this game, and this game. Kind of really drove it home. Very kind of sweet and to the point. When it was like a bigger team or maybe someone that was very important for us to win, she would take her time and it would be a little bit longer. But again, it was very necessary, the things that she was showing us. Nothing that she was showing us was just like extra information like, hey, this is what you need to know. But by the way, if you know this, it'd be great as well. She was very, I could tell that she was very particular in those things that she put in her scouting reports. And again, the way that she would do the film, it was able to be shown what was in the scouting report. So we were able to kind of correlate the team. I do feel like the program underneath Coach D she would coach a group of tough girls. Whether the talent was there, they're going to be the most conditioned, tough bullies on the court. And again, that's just my opinion, but being a player, that is definitely how she kind of wanted everyone to play, is very like bully basketball. And that's how women aren't, really conditioned to play that way. Some people are finesse players, some people aren't. But at the end of the day, everyone does need to be able to take a hit and finish. And that's exactly how I think that program underneath Coach D would be a group of tough girls that are in condition and play bully basketball, and just girls that are grimy, wanting to get down and dirty and do what it takes to win. So yes, I definitely recommend Coach D, and I loved all 3 years underneath her.